and I am going to genuflect on the fact that I started to talk out loud. I had anxiety, and then I started to speak out loud, and then I did linguistic backflips that were magicals. You say magicals to be funny. And I said, you know, what's going on here? I'm just a crazy old man talking to nothing and nobody, like I tell to Jim. It's like, get an audience, go somewhere where people can hear what you have to speak, yada yada yada. And you're not going to be able to retaliate with much to do. Kid focus was that there were linguistic backflips right in there. Oh, there was a art of seduction game at play, of course, the most important. And I have dibs on cabbage, the purple kind, you know what I'm saying? And you would assume that I'm doing something to earn a trophy wife, whether it's 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. The answer is it's a win-win situation. When you're loose as a goose and you figured your family out for the first time. Jim really needed my help to heal. And so this funny thing, at the very least, I made a sound, and then I yelled, Jim, really loud, without my voice. Try to see if I can get anyone to show up at my house or whatever. Anyone close proximity. Desperate, alone, trapped, abandoned, you know, can't take a vehicle out, can't walk out into town. So yelled, Jim, like he fell off a building in the dream. I was like, wake up! Kind of like, you're talking gibberish. And I don't understand your mental games. I was like, oh, you're 93. You're like a 3-year-old or a 9-year-old or whatever, somewhere in between, making up these imaginary games, and they're actually kind of cute. And I'm sorry, I've been so formal and has to make sense, and you know, you go here to there for a reason, and you explain what you're doing, and the very obvious, but not to whatever. You wear a shirt, you wear pants, you wear shoes, you know, you act like you're in public in my kitchen. You know, I never said it exactly like that, but now that you mention it, the war between me and Jim, who is hurting him? He was caught playing with himself for the first time by me in this episode a few minutes, or 10, 15 minutes ago, 20, 25. I was like, oh, I didn't know Jim still had access. I was like, you know, you can jerk it and make it work until the end of your life. For all the men out there who are worried about breakfast in bed. Okay, it was a question. Should I run to grab the MP3 player and make a little music, or should we continue conversation style, inventing new things in real time? Now, the only reason I don't have your respect is because I climbed to the absolute top, and then realized I'm kind of vulnerable because it's a fresh seat, and it's fun, and it's an opportunity that I have, or take. I'm making a mess here. This is not perfect. What are you doing? I'm getting clear. I'm down to my last 2 spots last I checked. Probably something like that. It was 3 or 4 earlier this morning, and it was related to my food commitment, my dietary game at play. Not just dietary strategy, but like, what do you feel like eating, when, where, and why? Not being able to clearly answer those questions, or like, I'm gonna go to Taco Bell. All right, see ya. I'll be back in a bit, and go there, and then actually, I feel like going to McDonald's. And those kind of moves is like, whoa, hey, we spent 5 minutes preparing for Taco Bell that you threw out for just so you could go to McDonald's. These little things, you know? And it's like, I'm just getting wind of it. I try to, of course, cleanse when I have this window to say, silence the food game. Although I did just have a persimmon, now that I mention it. I ended my fast with a persimmon. Foo you. I wanted a chia. A chia. Oh no, you didn't! My favorite fruit. Representative of a female breast. The kind you want to squeeze, you know? The really lovely kind. A chia. And I got so emotionally touched, by the way. I said achia twice. I invested. Yeah! Didn't even smoke any salvia. Unless you were talking about 8 o'clock this morning. No, 7. I thought today was the 8th. It's actually the 7th. Funny thing going on, 6 o'clock comes almost at nighttime now. And so, oh, it's fall, you know, it's winter, but it seems so dramatically exaggerated. It's like, who's been messing with the time? Ryan Ferry! I was just trying to set my watch, or my phone, 4442. You thought 4441? The old beat slave, perfect cock, but no one to suck it! That's where we are right now. I'm making a video if you don't mind. Okay, and then the camera, and thank you. You didn't have to cut it off, we'll wait till the battery's cut out. I only have 50% power, one good battery and one not so good one. What do we know about batteries? You let them sit for a little while, you turn the electronics back on, and you have a smaller amount of time, but no, it depends on how long you let it sit and what kind of spell you set with it while it's sitting, where it's sitting, you know, in close proximity to what, with what statement said towards the electronic itself, in the mind, using every speck of your being to make the interactions with not only electronics, but surfaces. I was like, why do we talk out loud? To bounce sound waves, off of surfaces, because surfaces didn't have anything unless you slapped it. Deep throat anal with no vag, that's statutory. Rape. 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 It was a subject I was fond of. Why? Because I liked deep throat videos. And what you didn't know is that I gave her 45 minutes of head, or something of the sort. There's Ryan bin. Green hat, what you can't see are the red shoes. They're old. I haven't gotten a new pair of shoes in a while. Antidepressant for a week. A new pair of shoes, no, 2 weeks, depending on quality and satisfaction of purchase. Buying stuff. The Tridine religion, founded on a pot smoker's wish list that got completed. Just about. Anytime there's something you want to get, write it down. Anytime you have an organized moment, go through your lists, pick one that was appropriate, and get it. I wasn't always into lists, but it's gotten me a big pile of papers in my smoking room that makes it look a little messy and not as professional, but there are a lot of things being written. It's like if I don't remember, I'm arguing with myself, you were doing good, and then you came down a notch. What happened? My audience was a talking house. Now come on, show them the green room. Where's the cannabis in the lovely pots? The concern was it wouldn't get enough direct sunlight. And we've tried that before, but they're spindly. We tried cactus and it just didn't take off. But any low light plants out there, done low light plants, and it was a lot of fun for a while. And then we put it down. It had a slightly square stem hinting, Sally D, all the way to flower when we were kids. Lots of them. Purple flowers and a unique 6-sider rider. Very rare. 3 out, 3 out. Sally D. Just a stupid fiber. You know what I'm saying? I spent so much time. I smoked it at 7 o'clock on the 7th. Exactly. And I held it in. Did anybody call, knock, bang on my window? Ryan! I'm right here! I'm right here, babe! I've been waiting for you my whole life! Thank you so, God, for calling! Thank you so much, God. Go, go, Mrs. English, English. Fairy magic wanted to say, try everything that you think is okay. Deny anything that's And there's the ambiguity. We were doing something of this nature, talking at this velocity, to Jim and my loser friend Dylan, and I didn't do anything but say, hey, I was nervous, I have tension, and then start talking. I was like, I'm feeling better. Give to the cactus. Okay, outside the cactus. I know at least that one can hear me. It has flower buds and it's been sitting there for a while, but they can't express a flower. Why? Set to I, the cactus Pete, Ja Ryan, Nigel, I, Nigel Ryan Ferry, have to make love. I have to go in and in and out. I didn't want to say that because I'm breaking up with cheeseburgers in the hand of being held in an almost heart attack harness after eating a, what was it? Big Mac. I was a Filet-O-Fish man. And then maybe a chicken here and there. But pretty much a Filet-O-Fish man. Stop bowling around with my McDonald's order. When I was a kid, I'm so famous now, I haven't decided. I like how these words are coming out. Deep, neat, clean, and the battery hasn't given out. God bless you. Electronics. I do wish I had my MP3 player right now for action. Without a beat in the background, how do you lift? And I'm coming back with the MP3 player, folks, because we need more power. Taking over the world, folks, once again, for love. Got my little MP3 player, and I'm going to plug it into my old, sharp CD player that I bought when I was probably in middle school. I just took really good care of it. And let's go ahead and put it on auxiliary. And then turn this puppy up. SD. So I had said 7 o'clock and maybe again tonight. When I went ahead and turned off the spell, I don't buy it anymore. It was just a way to pass the time real slowly and be economical at the end because you felt bad about the burn. And you just stayed there. And it was nothing magical, nothing mind-blowing, nothing like, hey, I didn't mean to say my ultimate #1 addiction. And how is it not everyone else's? I just got there first, I guess. The song that I had my Smoking MXP video dubbed to, perhaps, maybe, hard techno anyways, that I think got taken down, unfortunately. It was the torch to the bubble, intense bubbling. You fry eggs to paint a picture or make fish. When you think about frying, I messed up the make your pretend wife's taste buds go crazy seduction game of culinary arts. Failed. Kita salmon fillets with the skin. I left them on. Cooked on high. Coconut oil. Too long. Got burned. Too bad. Ginger powder. Lemon juice. Tasted okay. It didn't get me through the hoop. That Filet-O-Fish would. Or your favorite cheeseburger, you know what I'm saying? I quit eating cheeseburgers. What you do is up to you. And if you want animal husbandry, I'm not going to stop you. Because I'm not looking for a small little spaceship. I was proud to rock the world. Hey, random switch. You get who you get, you know what I mean? For this advertising of planet Earth. And we protect it by saying this, or protect it, threaten it with big words like, I have a big white plastic spaceship sphere. Looks like the Dark Star from Star Wars. And it does everything but blow up the planet. Wink, wink. Did you see that? Blow up, retail, pass it out. Fight till we died. I was shaking a chick. I was high off the fact that I had more than one flick. Bic lighters. I collected more than 76 in 1, 2, 3 years. I mean, I sweat a lot. More than you do. I lost my thumbs. Thumbprints. Criminal man. Couldn't catch me if you would try to. In Vince. Big man. I found the song. And then I found the ability. Is it speeding up? I didn't make the song. Someone else did. It's called Unknown Artist. But cozy and Power up, holding the big, the shit, the hits. I have so much power. I didn't even know it when I raised my arms and show it, carrying a big. Man, that's fire power for you. You smoke, your voice is deep, you say things clean to the same song you heard in the dream. The dream of coming up, 45, 90, 10, 0, whatever, hide, 4, 5, up and presidential sweep. Take your chance at the Holiday Inn, top story, and stay at the pool. Bikini, swimming trunks, you and me, thunk, 35, God smiling, 34 was the time, and 3, medicine, game, I hope you defend it, plain, cigarettes, got 2 years for disobedience, these kind of things that you hear in this world of your game of self-control heard. You can fly and sing and bounce to songs that you will come to write again. My name is God, I am the frog, I am the tallest tree in the forest. I send myself to you, send yourself to me, or I was mismanaging my power. I was in love, never had a woman that I could hug. The only woman that I got was my mom, and she was a throw rug. You want to watch TV? No, not really, but I did. That was back in my 20s. I stopped when I was about 27, and now I'm 33. 6 years clean. No Connie? Well, there was this Big Bang Theory thing, and okay, talk about Connies. The 666 pay for my mom. Can you bail me out? What happened, son? How did you get out of the house? There was some rape. My mom just put a protection spell on me so great, no one could hear me. You pass the stuff out to who? Well, I guess it depends on how you shift and click and make these subtle moves that have to be deep and shit. Oh, you wanted a pause? I gave you a bit. Got it almost perfect. I adjust myself after the fact. Very fit. Robot ride. Rise to the occasion. To explain the lie. Mature. Not to smash his face in. You know what I'm saying? You don't fuck with the fairy. Just stop it. Guardian psilocybin in a hotel lobby with beer and matchsticks and cigarettes. The kind with the orange filters. I don't think you need a beat. You do. And you're desperate. Dragged and placed. Kidnapped, abduct, seduction, rape. Was it too much? I wanted everything. I hung up. You gave me cells. I gave up. I had to well up and thrill the viewer with a exactly no doubt white layer of clouds that I drown. Bond hits. What happened to the zone? Zit. Going straight. Sit the zone. Don't quit. I'm making the battery in me a team. It wasn't Rayovac, it was Duracell. This time it was clean. Fell in love in the spot. The subject was deep throat. And the magical curse it would give me, maybe. And that we're talking about how I paid for the experience because it's a burden on her part with a gentleman of size to try to swallow a sword and not get panicky about the lack of oxygen or that suffocation. Giving birth theme, being born theme to the act and art of oral sex. To all the women that have crushes on, Partridges, the Miss Stam, it's English, of course. In first place at the moment because I was talking out loud, and you had the crowd seduced with a diet that was cute enough to say you are the rudest boo-hoo. We had oral sex. You went down on me. You let me poke it further than it should have gone a couple of times, and I look like a big boner who has maybe rape charges pending, kind of thing. Moment of truth. And then 10 minutes, I hope we got the stopwatch comical piece to help the fans relax and just having fun. And back at you, oral sex wise, didn't know much about it. Still have my number one tongue undone. It kind of gets white a little bit from time to time, on and off, whatever. He's in the sin. Die fan opening, first win, 6 plus 6 plus 6 equals 6. Where did the other one go? They got more. Deep shit, Emily on low. Picture changed on me, on its own. Yeah, things like that happen, and some of you already know that. Some of you weren't sure. Some of you weren't sure if that was taking place, and it was all mine. It was mine. What are you really trying to say? It was all mind. Do you mind if it was one giant thinking thing? Us, the collective here. One up Bowser, trying to sell the drug, and I was seduced. This is one last second. Dancing piece. Use my body, young old turn in the one, and I wanna clap. Couldn't sit with you. Too high, I guess. But I could not be outdone in the department of class. Who's the maniac? That was I, Rye Guy, in fact. Don't remember who the band was at the time, but it's okay. Hey, big, artificial rock, so meth rock. I think it's sodium chloride. And the baggie with which my crystal meth arrived in. And I thought they look similar. I just placed them together for the first time, and I wanted to comment on the fact that I am a crystal meth imbiber. I usually smoke it. Sometimes I'll also put some up my nose. No, I don't shoot it. No, I don't booty bump it, nor rub it on my skin or take it orally. I am in lust with the plume resume dream of God Almighty. You can think it's a black guy, and that's alright if you forget the fact that I am procrastinating and getting photos.